Hello, you are watching Western Reserve News. I'm your host, Bruce Rogers, and we invite you to sit back and watch the highlights of meetings that we are doing this week. These are meetings for the week of August 31st, 2015, including Columbiana School Board and the Poland Village Council meeting on Tuesday. At the Columbiana Board of Education meeting, Superintendent Don Mook told the school board about national honors received by the speech class.
It's not on my agenda, but I wanted to recognize our speech and debate team. We have a plaque that I wanted you to take a quick glance at. We were recognized nationally as a school of honor. Columbiana High School speech team placed in the top 40 of over 1,000 schools, making our team the only Ohio school who placed in speech events. And some of those that went to the tournament and competed: Bruce Wiggins competed in International Exempt. Alan Mareshi placed in the top 60 of Original. Brianna Davis and Haley Martin placed in the top 60 in Duo. And Zach Kringer and Brad Keeler placed in the top 30 in Duo. Just hats off to Miss Tricia Nord, who has been our speech coach since I've been here, and the program is incredibly run, and she does an incredible job.
And then Superintendent Mook told the school board about up-and-up enrollment figures for Columbiana Exempted.
I wanted to touch base with you and give you just an indicator on where we are enrollment-wise. This year, K to 12, we're up to 1,047 students. And if we go pre-K through 23, we're at 1,060 students. When I first started here 6 years ago, we were about 1,024 students. So our enrollment is up. It's as high as it's been since in the last 6 years. And this is the 7th year for me here in the district. We are on the positive end in open enrollment. As you well know, open enrollment dollars out need to be covered by open enrollment in. We lose out of the district about 160 kids, but this year we have 190 kids in open enrollment in. A net plus of $172,350, and that doesn't take into account any disadvantaged student dollars and or special education costs that are associated that may increase that as well. So just based on open enrollment dollars, $57.45 that go in and out, that's kind of a rough idea as to where we stand. So we're on the plus end of that. I'm pretty happy with our numbers at this point. I think that the things that we're doing in this school, some of the special programs that we have, some of the things that we do within our buildings are going to continue to attract students to Columbiana schools. So enrollment is a very positive thing for us at this point.
At the Poland Village Council meeting on Tuesday, historic markers are in Poland's future.
Now, regarding the marker for Village Hall, the Village of Poland, I can read a portion of the letter there. It says, "Your efforts to submit an application is greatly appreciated, and your topic is worthy of an Ohio historical marker. If you would like to proceed with your application and pay for the marker with your local community support, please contact us by September 30th. I went on in another part to say, the marker fact-checking and editing process can take approximately 6 months from the date of this letter because of the volume of applications approved. For the marker regarding the Little Red Schoolhouse, Poland Township, congratulations. We're happy to report that the Marker Grant Committee of the Ohio History Connections Local History Office selected your application as one of 10 to receive a grant of $750 in this round of applications. We received a total of 23 applications for grants, so competition was robust. So we did get to $750 for that marker. Regarding that marker, also, Larry Baughman, our president, and I attended a meeting of the Poland Township trustees and gave them information about our interest in applying for the marker, requested assistance for that, as well as a big issue we have at the Little Red Schoolhouse with the windows. That 1858-year-old building has the original windows, we figure, and they are deteriorating pretty badly. We had the building painted a few years ago, 2 years ago, and the painter had to use a lot of caulking around the windows just to kind of hold them together. Well, this year a lot of that caulking is coming loose with heat or whatever. So we are interested in replacing those windows. So we spoke at the Township Trustees meeting requesting assistance for paying for the marker that would go at the Little Red Schoolhouse and Poland Township, as well as the windows. The result was that we were given $3,000 to use as we saw fit for either or both causes. So we were very happy to receive that. Now, I don't know if you're aware, the township does receive some funds from Republic Services, the landfill, which they, I guess, are expected to use some of that for community purposes, and I think that's why we were able to sell them on that.
Will the title Deputy Clerk work?
Assumption that we would call, in my mind it came up as Deputy Clerk of Court, but if we just call her Deputy Clerk, then I think, there's no fraud, there's no misinterpretation. She's a Deputy Clerk of the Violations Bureau, but I don't think we need to be that specific. But she is the one who is signing off for the village on these suspensions, that she's a representative of the Village of Poland. And that's all I think we're really doing, is saying that she's our representative for the BMV on these matters. And I think in that regard, I think it'd be okay.
That makes sense. Just Deputy Clerk.
I'm gonna send this message as well, but I think that would be fine.
Yeah.
But what I would do is I would call the director tomorrow and ask her for opinion as well. But we could do one of two ways. I don't know if there's anything pressing, but you could either name her deputy clerk tonight and then know that she has a notary and we're covered, or she'll have a notary, I imagine, in a week or so, and at the next meeting talk about whether or not we name her deputy clerk.
She's deputy clerk of what?
Well, like I said, the deputy clerk designation, in my mind, is the link that the BMV needs to do what they need to do about OVI suspensions and arrests. So all she's doing by that title is saying that council is certifying her as the person who's the contact or the conduit with the BMV. So not just anyone can sign a form. This is the person that village council designated as the person who is verifying these, signing off on them, and then sending them down.
After questioning by the Board of Elections, Poland Village clarified the ballot language.
So I wrote this resolution, which I believe clarified the resolution that we also sent down, which stated the time that we wanted the levy to be collected and when we wanted the levy to be implemented. Sent it down to the prosecutors. They made a couple changes, which Nick put on the resolution here, and now there will be no problems with the Elections Board as to the language they put on the ballot and as to when Poland can collect the tax and when Poland can spend the tax money. Collecting next year, spending it in 2017. The other way would have been collecting it this year, because they're still collecting 2014, but collecting this year's money and starting to spend it next year, which was not what we intended to do. So this clarifies what was clarified by the other resolution, which clarifies what was not clear by the last resolution. Long and short of it is, we're good to go now.